So there's a handful of objections that prospects can throw at you, a handful. And at the end of the day, if you don't know how to handle the most basic objections that they throw at you, you are going to fail inside of sales. If you don't know who I am, my name is Luke Del Priore. I'm the owner of Del Priore Hospitality and Only Owners AI. I own a marketing agency and a tool that lets salespeople find the absolute best quality leads. So if you own a marketing agency, real estate, insurance, doesn't matter what you do, if you cold prospect leads, this is your tool to get wireless sales and emails. Long story short, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is how to handle one of the most common objections that you're going to get if you sell anything in any industry where you have competition, okay? Yeah, you know, we shopped it around and the competitor is cheaper. The competitor is cheaper. The competitor has a better price. The competitor has a better price. Guys, Mercedes-Benz makes a G-Wagon. I'm sure there's cars that look like a G-Wagon, like a fucking Jeep. They have the same chassis, for God's sake. Why does the G-Wagon cost hundreds of thousands and the Jeep cost 40,000? Aston Martin probably has competitors, but why is Aston Martin not coming down on their price and selling it for what it's worth? Because if you want a G-Wagon or an Aston Martin or a Yankee hat from New Era and not a different company, you need to pay their price, not their competitor's price. So think about this very basically as to how you should handle this objection when a prospect says it to you. First and foremost, what I always say, make the conversation lighthearted. The more serious you are and the more tense you are, the more tense the prospect's going to be, okay? So you need to be shoulders back, relaxed, calm, cool, collected, ready to handle the objection. Stop feeling so fucking nervous when prospects throw objections at you. This is just moving you closer to a sale. If a prospect said, yeah, sounds good, yeah, send me an email with the proposal, I'll look it over, and they didn't ask any questions the whole call, whether you're on the phone or on Zoom, that's the guy you need to worry about because you just lost that deal and you lost his interest. The guy that's saying, yeah, the competition is a little bit cheaper, I like your product, but the competition has a better price, guess what? That's the guy that could close. Ask one very simple question. Yeah, listen, John, I totally understand and I get it. You know, wanting to pay the best rate for what you're going to get just makes sense. At the end of the day, I always shop things around before I make a decision. But I'm just curious, like, if we were the same price and if I charged what he charged, I guess, like, who would you go with? If you were able to price match what they charge, would you move forward with us? And they'll just say, yes. And then ask them another question. Just say, okay, got it, why? Like, I'm just curious, you know, why would you rather work with us as opposed to them? And you could just be honest off the record. And then they'll say, well, you guys are better. I like the fact that you have a smaller team. You offer more support. And then you can say, well, listen, John, at the end of the day, you got to make money inside of your business. We have to make money inside of ours as well. We try to only work with the best clients, and realistically, we really can't come down on our price for the reasons that you mentioned and for the fact that we have to make money as well. Let's just be honest with each other here. I like the honest salesperson approach, and this is how we've instructed our sales team to work. Everyone knows selfishly no one is in business for free. So if you can openly admit, listen, we have to make a profit here at the end of the day. If I sell it for the same price they do, we really ain't making any money. So can we just go forward with our standard pricing? Long term, we'll have a great working relationship for the both of us. And because you're a valued account, we'll consider the working relationship more valuable with people that pay our standard pricing. We never come down on price. We only increase our value. How can a prospect not respect that person? So it's simple. All you do, you just ask them a question. If we were the same price as the competition, who would you rather work with? Then they're going to answer you 99% of the time. Once they answer you, then you just simply ask them why, another question. They will then sell themselves on why you're the better solution and then make the prospect think, even though I'm paying a little bit more, what is it costing me to not work with their team and go work with someone who's cheaper but provides less value? The more value, the higher the price. That's a basic business tenet, and any smart business owner will understand that, and at that point, you can close the deal. Simple. So if a prospect says the competition is cheaper, the competition doesn't mean shit because they want to buy your service or your product. Keep that in mind.